everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of Key Tip Tuesdays. I'm your host, Mubarak Farah, founder and piano instructor here at Ability Through Music. I've been off for a couple weeks, just kind of taking a bit of a vacay. I needed to kind of recharge the batteries a little bit, but I am back to running this academy, back to teaching, and back to bringing you this amazing series. So if you're just tuning in, Key Tip Tuesdays is a weekly video and podcast series brought to you by our good friends, the Ottawa Sound and Ability Through Music. Now, each week I bring you little tidbits of information on how to play the piano. So for this week's key tip, we're going to talk accidentals. And I don't mean the time I accidentally, you probably don't want to hear about that. Never mind. I'm just kidding. No, when I say accidentals, I mean we're going to be talking flats, sharps, and naturals. Now, there are a couple of other accidentals, but for the sake of this lesson, we're only going to cover the three more common accidentals. So once again, flats, sharps, and naturals. Okay. So an accidental is basically, accidentals are notes that sort of operate kind of outside of the key signature that you're playing in. Let me simplify that for you. So basically, if you've ever sung a song, you'll probably hear maybe like a professional singer telling you, oh, that is a little, that note is a little sharp, or that note is a little flat, right? And of course you're doing that by accident. Get it? Accidentals. But musicians will add a flat or a sharp before a note. If you read music, musicians will add a sharp or a flat before a note to kind of alter the key signature. They'll kind of use it to alter a key, and that's not by accident. That's on purpose. So, simply put, accidentals either raise a note by one half step, lower a note by one half step, or bring the note to its natural state. Okay? So, flats and sharps. Now, if you look at the black keys on the piano, each of these black keys on the piano can be either a sharp or a flat. Okay? Now, and they're the same note. Okay? You can change whether they're a flat or a sharp by either lowering a note by one half step or raising the note by one half step. It all depends on how you approach that black key itself. Right? So, let me explain. So, let's look at C sharp, for example, okay? The reason why it's called C sharp is because we are approaching that key from C, right? So if we start on C, and then we raise that note one half step up, that is a C. That note is going to be a C sharp. Now, if we start on D, and then we lower the D one half step, that's going to bring us to D flat. So, a D flat and a C sharp are the same notes, but it all depends. Whether it's going to be a flat or a sharp is going to depend on what note that you approach, what note you approach it from. Okay? Let's try another example. Let's say F sharp and G flat. Okay? So, if you start on F and then you raise the F 1/2 step, you're going to play an F sharp. Now, if you start on G and you lower the G 1/2 step, you're going to play a G flat. Okay? Same notes. All just depends on it just depends on what note you want to start from. So what note you want to approach that particular note from. Okay? So naturals are notes that are neither sharp nor flat. Naturals are basically just the 7 notes that we've been working with. So remember when we went over our C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Well, all of those notes are natural notes. Okay? And so flats and sharps, basically what they do is you can use a flat or a sharp to alter whatever scale you're playing, and they can also help you determine kind of the key signature, right? So for example, let's say we're playing in G major. G major has 1 sharp, okay? That 1 sharp will show that, okay, that is a G major because it just has the 1 sharp, and that's the F sharp. All right, so they help you kind of determine the key signature, and you can use them to sort of alter keys that you're playing in, and so they kind of just provide variety, I guess is the best way to explain it. They kind of provide. Otherwise, you'd just be playing the same 7 notes over and over again, and well, I mean, who wants to do that, right? Right. All you'd be able to play is the C major and a natural minor. So there you have it, friends. Let's kind of go over this a little bit. So a flat lowers a note by 1/2 step. A sharp raises a note by 1/2 step. And a natural brings a note to its natural state. Okay? Flats and sharps are there to kind of alter certain keys that you're playing in, and they're there to help you determine the key signature. Hope you enjoyed, and remember, if at any point during this series you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I'd like to take a look at these lessons, see what this is all about, then just head on over to www.abilitythroughmusic.com. That's www.abilitythroughmusic.com. Fill out the form below for your free introductory lesson. Send me an email or call me. You never call. Anyways, we will talk soon. Take care and have an excellent week. Sayonara.